Alright, let's get something straight immediately. Trains have a branding problem. Because in everyone's head, trains are either something you take to work and complain about, or something from a history textbook that goes choo-choo and then disappears. But trains are actually some of the more insane, overpowered, physics-bullying machines humans have ever built, and they get away with it by being quiet. So today we're going to be talking about train facts that sound fake, like someone who made this up for a Reddit post fake, but are absolutely real. And we're starting with speed. Everyone thinks they know what a fast train is. You think bullet train, Japan, sleek nose. Looks like it was designed by NASA after drinking espresso. Those things go about 200 miles an hour, which is already ridiculous. But the fastest train ever didn't even use wheels. Japan built a maglev train, short for magnetic levitation, which means the train literally floats above the track using magnets that violently hate each other. No wheels, just no friction, just magnet beef. In 2015, that train hit 374 miles an hour. That's faster than some airplanes during takeoff. That's faster than your internet speed promised to be. And here's the funniest part. Passengers weren't even allowed on board. Because at that speed, if anything went on wrong, you wouldn't crash. You would simply be removed from the I do this, but I don't trust humans enough with this responsibility. Now let's talk about length, because trains didn't stop at speed. At some point, engineers said, what if we just keep adding 4.5 miles long? That's not a train, that's a moving county. If the front of the train stopped at a station, the back was still waiting for last week's weather forecast. This thing had 682 cars and multiple locomotives spaced throughout the train, all controlled remotely because physics basically said, you're gonna need help. Walking from the front to the back would take over an hour. That's not a commute, that's a pilgrimage. Now let's talk about weight, because this is where trains stop being funny and start being terrifying. Some freight trains weigh over 20,000 tons. To put that in perspective, that's heavier than the Eiffel Tower, that's heavier than 3,000 elephants, that's heavier than anything your Honda Accord could beat. Which is why when a train hits something, nobody says the train lost control. No, they say physics showed up. This is also why trains don't swerve, they don't dodge, they don't panic, they commit. And here's where trains get disrespectfully efficient. 1 gallon of fuel can move 1 ton of freight nearly 500 miles by rail. Your car struggles to move itself 30 miles without needing a nap. This is why trains quietly run the world. And yet, despite being this powerful, trains are still stopped by the dumbest thing imaginable. Animals. Like animals. Cows derail trains. Deer derail trains. Once a single turtle caused derailment by jamming a track switch. 1 turtle. The train lost. And don't even get me started on tunnels.